course, is one of the leaders over the pack, along with Koto Mitsuki, the newcomer. He's ahead with 10 wins and 2 losses. One loss behind that is Masashimaru, Takanohana, Kaiho and Chiyotenzan, each with 9 wins and 2 losses. Well, still plenty of chance for upsets between now and the end. And we go into our first bout of day 12 between Minatofuji and Kaiho. Kaiho is very, what's the word, diligent, dedicated trainer. Trains, last year he trained during Christmas. That's the time when most of the wrestlers take a break, but there he was in his heya, training away. Whether he wins or loses, shows no expression, always looks a bit glum. He's fought Minatofuji 9 times and he's beaten him 8 times, so he's got the measure of Minatofuji. Let's see what happens this time. Well, he's not winning quite so easily. Kaiho is usually better on the opening skirmishes, keeps him on the run. And there, just gets spun over with the overarm throw. So 7th win there for Minatofuji, who's already done better than his previous basho when he only managed to score 6 against 9 losses. Now Tochisakae against Tokitsuumi. These two have never fought before. Tochisakae, the new one, of course. Well, they started off there a little bit early, but it was Tokitsuumi who got it. Of course, they only allowed to start beyond a certain time. Sorry, let's rephrase that. They've got 4 minutes in which to start, but they can start early if they want. In that case, they did start early, but that seemed to upset Tochisakae. Now, Kyokutenho, otherwise known as Tenho in the sumo world, against Wakanosho, or Wakanosho. He trained a lot with Takanohana previously, especially during the Jungyo. Did him a lot of good. Although he's had 5 wins so far. Well, there's a nice twist over there from Kyokutenho. Spun him over with uwatenage. So 5th win there for Tenho. And 7th loss for Wakanosho, who's getting a little bit close to Makikoshi. Now Takanowaka against Tosanoumi. Takanowaka 145 kilos, Tosanoumi some 15 kilos heavier. Well, Takanowaka does a lot of weight training. Starting to show it a bit, looking quite muscular. Because one of the great muscular wrestlers was Chiyonofuji. Extraordinarily upper body development. Not a lot of fat on him, didn't fight very heavy. There's Takanowaka there, hustling in, driving hard and fast. You can see the upper body development of his. Looks like he pushes quite a few weights. Although Japanese generally don't believe in weight training. Chiyonofuji said recently that he didn't believe in heavy weights. Although I must say, looking at his body, it looks as if he did push a lot of weights. Oh, that's the Oyakata of Takanowaka, watching him there. Now Aminishiki against Kyokushuzan. Well, there's the taped up right shoulder of Aminishiki. He's only had 1 win so far, and that's what's given him trouble. Kyokushuzan only with 3 wins. Previous basho he had 9 wins to 6 losses. Not doing anywhere near as well as that this time. So there's, you see the overarm and the underarm. There's an inside leg lift, and there's a uchigake, followed up by, well, that looked like a display of judo there. Although, of course, the sumo people claim they're the ancestor of judo, so judo lineage is through jiu-jitsu, but the sumo people say that jiu-jitsu sprang from sumo. So Kyokushuzan there winning with abisetaoshi, although it looked to me more like uchigake. So 4th win there for Kyokushuzan, 11th loss for Aminishiki. Now Chiyotenzan against Oginishiki. These two have fought 4 times previously. Chiyotenzan's won 3. Oginishiki a little bit light, 135 kilos. Chiyotenzan 151 kilos. Got only 6 wins in his previous basho. So there's a leg hook from behind, combined with a shove out. So Oginishiki there hooking in with his left leg behind Chiyotenzan, trying to hook the leg, but at the same time driving him over the edge. So two things to worry about there for the wrestler. One, he has to watch that he doesn't get thrown down, but also he has to watch that he doesn't get driven backwards over the edge. The ring is 15 feet wide. Once upon a time, just briefly, just at the end of the Second World War, it was just after the end of the Second World War, it was widened to 16 feet. The wrestlers didn't like it, and it went back to 15. Now, Takatoriki against Higonoumi, head-butting charge there from Takatoriki. As a slap. His slaps don't seem to have quite the power that they used to have. Not so wide and hard from the side. And that's a yorikiri win there. Well, Takatoriki at 33. Last, well, he's there, he's doing well. He's not sliding quite so fast as Takanonami is down the slippery slope. Hamanoshima, second lightest wrestler in this Makuuchi division against Kotonowaka. Some 50 kilos difference between them. That's 110 pounds. Just over 8 stone in British weight. Hamanoshima pushing in tight. But even though he's a lightweight wrestler, he certainly survives against the big ones. If he didn't, he wouldn't be in the Makuuchi division. Kotonowaka has been there. He's been much higher up the rankings than Hamanoshima ever was. Hamanoshima won 1 prize in the past. He's been in pro sumo since 1992. So that's 8 years. Been in Makuuchi sumo since 94, but there, the greater weight of Kotonowaka, pushing him over the edge for yorikiri. That was Kotonowaka's 600th win in sumo since he started in 1984. Never quite made the dizzy heights. Always been in there with a chance, but never quite made it. Now Wakanoyama. There's Wakanoyama, who started in pro sumo in 1988, some 12 years ago, along with Akebono, Kaiho and Takanohana. He's been up and down the ranks. Toki, much more recent, started in 91. Came into Makuuchi sumo in 98. There, Wakanoyama winning. That was his 4th win. He needed that one. 7th loss for Toki. And a straightforward oshidashi, a push out by Wakanoyama. Wakanoyama from the Musashigawa stable, the now top stable in sumo terms. Of course, it means that Wakanoyama does not fight his other stable mates, which gives him a slightly easier run through. But that's the way it is. Maybe one day they'll all fight each other regardless of stable, but that will maybe be the last big revolution in Japanese pro sumo. Here, Wakanosato in the blue mawashi against Akinoshima. Akinoshima with 7 losses now. If he loses this one, it will be makikoshi for him. Well, that's it. Makikoshi for Akinoshima. And Wakanosato using his 156 kilos of muscle. Bruised looking face there. It's been at the end of many a head charge. 6th win for Wakanosato. Did well in the previous basho, had 11 wins against 4 losses. Tochinohana, he scored 10-5 in the previous basho. Takanonami rather, had 9 wins, but not doing at all well this time. He's only had 2 wins. He kicks off there with a slap to Tochinohana's face. So slaps and then closes in. But we've seen this style of fighting from Takanonami before. He's about 1 meter 97 centimeters tall. He's about 6'6". Very tall, heavy, 165 kilos, not over fat. There, spilling Tochinohana over the edge with yorikiri. So 3rd win for Takanonami, 9th loss, already makikoshi for Tochinohana. So certainly nowhere near his previous basho performance. Now Musoyama, he's only got 6 wins so far. Well, if he's not careful, he'll start to jeopardize his Ozeki rank. Here fighting Tochinohana. They fought 8 times. Musoyama's won 5 of them. Musoyama driving hard. Tochinohana there trying some slaps around the head and face of Musoyama, but Musoyama disregarded it and just kept moving forward and thrust him out. Skidashi win there for Musoyama, his 7th win. So 1 win off Kachikoshi. And there's crowd, the Kyushu crowd, cheering their man. It's Kaiho, who is Kaiho fighting Mr. Elegant Mountain, which is what Miyabiyama's name means. So measured start there from the two. Very careful start from Miyabiyama. Whacks in hard. Kaiho recovers, drives in back. Miyabiyama denying him the grips. Keeps up with the whirlwind. Putty attacks. Head to Kaiho's chest. Kaiho's struggling a bit there. Kaiho almost turns him round there. Now after that surge of energy, both wrestlers settling down. Kaiho's got the grip on the belt. That's the left arm grip on the belt. Miyabiyama really not locked in on there. And Kaiho now just testing the way Miyabiyama's balance is going. Is he leaning too far forward? Is there a chance to spin him to the left or to the right? Or maybe he can drive him backwards. They'll suddenly break from this stalemate in a second. And there's a grip break. And that's enough. That gets Miyabiyama round to the edge. And there's a leg grab. And another huge crash down to the dojo floor. Kaiho grabbed Miyabiyama's leg at the end of that one and dumped him down flat on his back on the edge of the dojo, just on the where the straw bales are inset into the clay there. So it's an uncomfortable landing in that position. It's like falling on a hard, very hard cushion. So Kaiho there, keeping up his scores. 10th win there for Kaiho. Now Akebono, and with 10 wins already, only one loss. Fighting Dejima, they fought 11 times previously. Dejima's won 6 of them. But Akebono looking strong, receives Dejima's charge, and then just pushes 2 hands. Well, look at that. Dejima looking at Dejima. Akebono looking at Dejima as if to say, well, there you are, son. Any time. So that was 2 hands and just straight out. Well, Akebono certainly using his massive bulk. He just stands there. Dejima comes out hard and fast. He's noted for his fast footwork forward. But overwhelmed there, really, completely by Akebono. 2 hand thrust and over he goes. 11th win for Akebono. And that was Dejima's 4th loss. Now Chiyotenzan against Musashi Maru. These two have fought 13 times in previous head-to-heads. 13 times, did I say? Yes, and Chiyotenzan's won 7 of them. So full start there from Chiyotenzan. Well, Chiyotenzan comes out like a rocket. 2 hands straight, doesn't bother very much with belt sumo. Musashi Maru, like Akebono, content to sit there and let them whack in. But Musashi Maru there comes out faster than normal, almost gets sidestepped. Chiyotenzan driving back. It's the home crowd willing on their local, their boy. But Musashi Maru gets it there. Well, that's almost the same look that Akebono had on his face after he disposed of Dejima. So Chiyotenzan takes his 3rd loss, and that was 10th win for Musashi Maru. 2 losses for Musashi Maru and 3rd loss for Chiyotenzan. Well, at that second there, Musashi Maru could have lost it, gets sidestepped, but he recovers well. Chiyotenzan then starts to get back into the fight, starts to drive the big Yokozuna backwards. There, Musashi Maru hits the edge with his left foot, slides in, blocks, and then he starts to move forward. And really, that's the end of Chiyotenzan against that 216 kilos of body weight of Musashi Maru. And now the concluding bout of day 12. It's Kotomitsuki. He's only got 1 loss so far, fighting Takanohana, who's got 2 losses. Well, we saw Kotomitsuki beat Musashi Maru. That gives him a kimboshi. That affects his pay, which he keeps for every basho. Kotomitsuki 150 kilos, Takanohana virtually the same. Kotomitsuki driving in hard, tries a head pull down. Takanohana looking for the belt, looking for 2 hands. Takanohana determined to win this one by the look of it. He's out of his normal pace, he's trying hard. Kotomitsuki gets the belt. Now Takanohana will be looking for the belt. But Kotomitsuki's only got 1 hand, and there's a forearm throw. Well, that's very unusual for Takanohana. He spun him over there just with 1 arm. We don't normally expect that from the grand champion. But I think Takanohana felt he had to win that one. A Yokozuna cannot lose to a low-ranking wrestler in his first basho. And certainly the grand champion there was pulling out the stops, determined to win that one. So that was 10th win for Takanohana and 2nd loss for Kotomitsuki. Now, Kotomitsuki, let's watch the replay on that one. drives his head in. Takanohana driving forward, looking for the belt. Kotomitsuki's hips well back. And Takanohana still looking for the belt. You can see that left arm of his coming in low there, trying to get the underarm grip on the belt. Kotomitsuki keeping him at bay, driving him with head and hands against the grand champion. And then he gets him to the edge almost, and that's when they settle in on the belt. And now that overarm, that right grip of Takanohana, who's got his back to us, that's the decisive one. That's when he locks in against the elbow. You see he's testing it. He pushes down against that forearm, and that spins Kotomitsuki over. So, at the end of day 12, it's Akebono solely in the lead now with 11 wins and 1 loss. But just behind him, Musashimaru, Takanohana, Kaiho and Kotomitsuki with 2 losses and 10 wins. Behind them, Chiyotenzan with 9 wins and 3 losses. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow with more sumo. This is Sid Hoare from Kyushu. Bye for now and sayonara.